Dear President Jovic, dear Minister Tsundak, dear High Representative Mogherini and Commissioner Hahn, Your Excellencies, dear guests, I'd like to welcome everyone present here today. I think this is an important day for the people of Bosnia and Herzegovina as they are setting the first step on the way to a membership of the European Union. And I'd like to invite you, President Jovic, to make a few remarks on this membership application and the next steps that Bosnia and Herzegovina will undertake.
Hvala vam.
Thank you.
Uvaženi gospodine ministre, gospođo Mogherini, gospodine
Minister,
Hahn, dragi
Madam
prijatelji.
Mogherini, Mr. Hahn, dear friends.
Danas mi čini posebno zadovoljstvo da u ime
It is a great pleasure for me
žitelja
today
Bosne i Hercegovine,
to be
sva
able,
tri njena konstitutivna naroda
on
i
behalf
Hrvata i
of the
Bošnjaka i
peoples of
Srba,
Bosnia and
ali i svih građana
Herzegovina,
Bosne i Hercegovine,
its three
ponosom mogu
constituent peoples,
vjerodostojno kazati
Croats,
da smo
Serbs and
pripremili sve ono
Bosniaks,
što
but
smo
also on
obećali
behalf of all
u zadnjih godinu
citizens
dana
of Bosnia and
kako bi danas
Herzegovina,
predali zahtjev za članstvo u Europskoj uniji.
we can now submit
Siguran
our
sam
membership
da ovaj put nije bio nimalo
application.
lak za sve
It is
nas,
a great honor,
ali jednako
and
tako
this
da
part
pozitivna
hasn't been
energija i usmjerenje koje
an easy
pravimo
one,
u
but the
zadnjih godinu
positive
dana,
energy and
osobito
the
od vašeg
steps
prvog
and
dolaska,
measures
gospođo
that we
Mogherini,
have
u Bosnu i
taken during
Hercegovinu,
the past year,
je
in
načinjena na
particular
način
since you
da
first visited
ta energija
Bosnia
će
and
biti dalje
Herzegovina,
motiv da mi
Mrs.
nastavimo dalje
Mogherini, means
ovim
that
činom
this
predaje
energy
naših
will be an
zahtjeva.
additional
Ja sam uvjeren da ćemo
motivation
vrlo
for
skoro
further
dobiti i
steps.
vaše pozitivno mišljenje koje
This
će nam biti krajnje
submission of
opredjeljenje
our membership
da idemo ka
application,
putu
I
kandidatskog
hope
statusa
will mean
već
that
iduće godine za Bosnu i
very soon
Hercegovinu.
will receive your
Siguran sam
positive
da imamo
opinion
puno toga
and
uraditi u
receive
Bosni i Hercegovini
status
kada je u
of the
pitanju naša
candidate
vanjska
country.
politika.
I'm certain that there are many things we need to do. Speaking about foreign policy, we are talking about the European path, but there are also many other measures to be taken. This is a year of many challenges. We need to improve our economy, but also we need to be credible in order to become members of the EU family. There is another challenge which will be an additional burden that will require additional energy, is the fact that we are going to have our local elections. This will be an opportunity for us to demonstrate that we can reform our country for the benefit of all of its citizens on the one hand, but on the other hand we hope to be able to improve the economy of our country. This will be a very important year for our country, and I assure you we shall not stop. We see that our first neighbor, Croatia, is already an EU member state. Montenegro is on its EU integration path, as well as Serbia. Bosnia and Herzegovina is also a part of this continent. Thank you very much for everything you've done, Mrs. Mogherini. Thank you very much, Mr. Hahn. Thank you for your support. But I assure you, we are aware of that this is our task. We need to do it.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, and congratulations on the clear expression today of your European aspirations of your country, Bosnia and Herzegovina. As you know, the Council is fully committed to the European perspective, actually of all countries in the Western Balkans. We welcome that Bosnia and Herzegovina is back on the reform path necessary to move forward in its European Union integration process. This is an important year for you, you mentioned it. I would like to specifically mention the adoption of the reform agenda of your country in July and of the accompanying action plan in October. The Council is of the opinion that meaningful progress in the implementation of the reform agenda is necessary for the European Union to consider a membership application from Bosnia and Herzegovina. Therefore, it's important that everything you have done in the last year is continued. I therefore urge you to maintain the positive momentum that exists in your country by continuing to implement the reforms in cooperation with civil society. This is not only important for your country's European path, but also for the people of Bosnia and Herzegovina. The Council will, of course, revert to you and to your application once it deems that meaningful progress in the implementation of the reform agenda has been achieved. Rest assured that if Bosnia and Herzegovina delivers on time, the Presidency will do its utmost, that's our role as honest broker, to bring Bosnia and Herzegovina's membership application forward. It is now up to Bosnia and Herzegovina to deliver results in the reform process. The future of Bosnia and Herzegovina, therefore, is in your hands, the hands of the Bosnian people, in close cooperation with us. I will now give the floor to the High Representative of the Union for Foreign Affairs and Security, Federica Mogherini, for your statement.
Thank you very much, Bert. President, Minister, it's really good news today that we can receive the membership application from your hands. A good news that is the result of hard work you have done together with us, with our energy and your energy, but most of all with your unity. I think this is good news first and foremost for the people of your country that can see today that if the leadership of the country, if all the levels of government of the country move together towards a common goal, things can be achieved. And this is a strong and powerful message also for the future of the country that I hope all of you will keep in mind in the next steps that will be needed. For the membership application itself, for the European integration path of the country, but also for the citizens of the country, because I remember very well you mentioned the first visit we did together with Commissioner Hahn just 1 month after taking office, and we were at that time discussing together with the presidency, with all the levels of government of the country, of the best way of revitalizing this process that at that time seemed far from credible. And I remember very well we decided together to focus on the citizens of the country. I remember, will always remember, the expectations, the energy of the people of your country. And I believe this choice was the right one. And I think that it is not only good news for Bosnia and Herzegovina, but also for Europe, because these are difficult times. You mentioned this. There are many things we can do together in our continent. But this is also a powerful message for the citizens of the European Union, that our project of integration is still a powerful one. Sometimes we need someone from the outside to remember us, how powerful this process is, how much this potential is strong. And let me say that you can count on us to continue work with the same energy, with the same commitment, with the same sense of unity and direction, to have a shared future as a same continent and also as parts of the same integration process. I would like really to congratulate you and all the institutions for your leadership and counting very much on this to be continued in the months and years ahead. Thank you.
I'd like now to give the floor to the Commissioner responsible for enlargement. Johannes, you have the floor.
Thank you, Pat. Mr. President, Minister Federica, first of all, thank you for giving some of my people a kind of job guarantee for having now these negotiations, which is also good on our side in times like this. But to be more serious, I also would like to underline what the High Representative just has said and stressed. I think it's the result of a very active and engaged year of both of us, Bosnia and Herzegovina and us and the member states. And I think what we have achieved in the past couple of months is remarkable. You have done a lot of work in order to submit a credible application. This has been done, but it's the beginning of a long travel. And we should be clear that membership is not possible within a couple of months or even a few years, but it's about a concrete European perspectives. It also expresses the strong commitment of the European family that the countries of the Western Balkans, and therefore also Bosnia and Herzegovina, and its people should have a European perspective. And I think this is all about. We will work on it, and it was, for instance, important to have this coordination mechanism as one of the conditions, because if we don't have the right mechanism in place to communicate, to work with us, it's difficult. And so we have to see how it is implemented, how it is working. But once again, congratulations, but also all the best to the citizens of Bosnia and Herzegovina. They deserve it. We have to work for them, in particular for the younger generation. They should have a perspective. We are all working, for instance, to avoid any kind of brain drain of a country. We are working on a brain circulation, and this also means that young people, the best educated ones, should have a perspective not only to study, but also to work in your country, and this is what we are aiming at. So therefore, once again, congratulations, but it's the beginning of a very hard and tough work, a working relation, but a working relation based on friendship and mutual understanding. Thank you very much.
Let me say also from my side again how important this moment is for the people of Bosnia and Herzegovina, for your people, for the young generation, also for the older generation, for everybody. This is the beginning of an important journey, and I think it's the time actually that we go to work. And Mr. President, I think you have an application letter for us. So maybe we should move forward on this to make this journey a good beginning and to move forward. Thank you very much. I think we're going to do it like this. And congratulations.
Thank you.
It's a wonderful moment. And I'm looking forward to our cooperation.
Special day for me.
Yeah, you also congratulations.